How's it going, everybody? This is Matt Nauman from snakeherder.com again. I thought I'd take a chance to show a couple of the snakes I produced last year. These were both produced by males that were involved in the grab bag clutch this year. This one is actually from also the female from the grab bag clutch. So there's the potential of having offspring in that clutch that are from the same parents as this snake right here. Now this is a spider morph, just a plain old spider, nothing extravagant. But she's just an exceptionally nice looking spider in my opinion. Doesn't have real high white sides, but really clean pattern. If you're familiar with spider morphs at all, you may have heard of the spider head wobble. Or it's basically some spider morphs show a lack of motor skill, I guess you could call it. They seem to not know which way is down. They'll crawl until they hit the side of the cage and go up, and then even backwards over the top of the cage. And my male that produced this has got a pretty fair degree of it. Doesn't seem to hurt anything. Some people don't like to breed those ones, but this snake right here is a perfect example why I personally don't think that's a big deal. She's absolutely normal, perfect in every way. Never seen her do anything weird like that. One of her siblings showed a high degree of it, and one of them showed a slight degree of it. So it seems to be related to the morph, and I don't think that there's really any way to predict whether or not they're going to come out that way. I look forward to breeding this female because it'll be interesting to see if any of her offspring show it. If they do, then it kind of proves that whether the parents have it or not, yeah, I personally am pretty sure that it just can pop up in this morph one way or another. I've heard anyway that all spiders can be traced back to one spider morph originally, so they're take that for whatever you want. I don't claim to be the expert, I'm just relaying the information that I've read and what I've heard. But anyway, being my own cameraman kind of sucks, so I'll just have to step up a little closer. Hope I keep it framed up. But she's just got really nice coloration. Got, you know, the white on the sides doesn't go real high up, but a lot of people have got a thing for that. She's got kind of yellowish in the borders a lot that almost reminds me of if you ever seen yellow belly spiders, but I'm quite certain that she's not a yellow belly in any way. If she is, that means that the female from the grab bag clutch would be. And so if we end up with an ivory in that clutch, then I guess we would know that, but I don't think that's the case. I'm just think though that she's a very nice looking spider. She's not real big for being a 2010. I don't power feed them. I'm sure she's hungry right now though, and actually I've got rats thawing in the room, so hopefully she doesn't get any big ideas to snap at me. If she does, it wouldn't be any real big deal. She's not big enough to cause any harm, but she's a really nice looking spider in my opinion. And she was from my first clutch of 2010. Another one I'll show you. This is from a different clutch. Show you my Pastel 50% possible het pied, and she's got some really nice what are commonly called het pied markers. I can show you that when I get her out of there. I'm sure she's real hungry too, so hopefully the smell of all this food in the air doesn't get me bit. But again, she's not very big, so it's no big deal. She's a little bit bigger. She comes from my female 100% het pied female and the Pastel male from the grab bag clutch, who is 50% possible het ghost. So actually this one could be a het ghost, het pied Pastel, which would be really awesome. But as far as pastels go, I mean, look at that. You really can't get a whole lot cooler looking than that. She's got just all kinds of craziness in her pattern. A lot of these hooks and things that a lot of people say are often indicators of other genetic traits. And if you know what het pied markers are, she's got a real clear belly, and right down along here the borders she's got like the black, I've heard them called train tracks, or just the black edges along there with the white belly. So I think there's a really good chance that she's a het pied. A couple of years and I'll be breeding her with either a het pied male, or if I get lucky and produce a pied male this year, then she'll be bred with him. But that'll be really cool if I can produce a Pastel pied the hard way. And her mom is one of the biggest ball pythons I have that grew really fast. She seems to just have good genetics to be a big snake. really big eggs too, and I was really surprised I didn't have any twins based on the size. And this year her clutch again, I got some great big eggs out of that snake. So this is my pastel pied project, kind of in the earliest form, and who knows, might even be a pastel het ghost kind of thing going too. I have one of her siblings still that has not eaten anything but live yet, and actually she had to be assist fed for her first several meals. You would swear they're 2 years apart in age. One of these days I'll get both of them out at the same time. And she doesn't have the really nice bright yellow coloration like this snake does, but this snake is just gorgeous as far as pastels go. I know everybody and their uncle's got a dozen pastels in their collection who breeds ball pythons, but as far as if I'm going to produce pastels, I'm going to breed the nicest looking ones I can come up with and the nicest ones I produce. And how can you not think that that's cool for just I just can't imagine she's only a pastel. I think there's more going on there genetically. So just a couple of snakes. Just wanted to keep things interesting for you, and who knows, we might have some snakes that look like this in the grab bag clutch. So thought I would just give everybody a chance to see what I've been up to in the last year or so. Hopefully the next video will be up not too long, and I'm thinking maybe the next one will be green tree pythons. Let me know if you think that's a cool idea. I got a few really nice ones, including one that's really handleable. So thanks for watching. Keep in touch.